now proudly presented on SNME. That's Sunday night's main event, Patreon and free feed.
Yo, we just people from the north side. Want some Timmy's at the shore fine. Winter ready on the four ties. Heavy traffic during 4-5. Gotta hustle on the own time. Color people every port side. We just people from the north side. Want some Timmy's at the shore
Hey guys,
fine.
what's going on? It's your host, your boy George Macrae, back here for another Demand Lucha prediction show. This is for Demand Lucha presents Plancha Tendencies. And it's happening this Thursday, January 18th at Parkdale Hall. Tickets are still on sale and available, so get them while you can. And I'm going to run down through this epic car of some of the incredible stars that they have brought out and some of the stars that they continue to develop within at Demand Lucha. It's a fantastic promotion, one of my personal favorites, one I'm honored to be affiliated with and be allowed to do these prediction shows to bring all the excitement and energy that Demand Lucha brings to Toronto Independent Wrestling. And it's fantastic. It absolutely is fantastic. So without a shadow of a doubt, and without further ado, let's get to the action. First match on the card I see is Stallion Kid versus Archangel. Stallion Kid is no stranger to the Demand Lucha faithful. They know what he can do. They know what he brings. And Archangel as well, no slouch. He's been around. He's got quite the extensive and amazing resume. And this one is going to be high flying. It's going to be fast paced. It's going to be Lucha Libre 101 and what everyone has come to expect from everything that is Demand Lucha. These guys know how to put on one hell of a show. And this one's going to be hard for me, but Stallion Kid has really been on a tear recently, really showing what he can do, showing how he can develop, showing how incredible he is in that ring. Archangel's going to be a test for him, but I firmly believe Stallion Kid is going to go out and come victorious in this one, and I can't wait to see all the action. Next match on the card, how about FredDIE versus Paragon? Paragon, again, fantastic talent, internationally known, incredible skill set, incredible wing awareness. FredDIE, since his resurgence or whatever Doc Zoc did to him, he's sadistic, he's violent, he's unhinged, and he's also unpredictable, which in the world of Lucha can either be a huge, huge X factor or a huge Achilles heel. I'm not sure exactly how this one is going to go, but if I had to put my money on it, I see FredDIE coming out victorious in this one. Not that Paragon is not going to give him his run for his money for sure, but I see FredDIE coming out victorious in this one. Next match on the card, how about this for the Royal Tag Team Championships? We got Los Medicos, always with Doc Zoc, going up against Fresh Air. That's right, Macrae, Martin, Junior Benito. These guys are absolutely exciting and fantastic to watch. I have seen them in singles action. I have yet to see them in a tag team setting, and I know that Fresh Air is going to bring something incredibly spectacular, and why wouldn't they? Those jumpsuits are just electric. And the gold chains, it reminds me of a simpler time in hip-hop that is long gone. But I enjoy what these guys bring to the ring. But I know that it's not going to be an easy task. Los Medicos has been the Royal Tag Team Champions for a very long time. And I don't see it ending. I think Fresh Air is going to give them a run for their money. It's going to make them work for it. But ultimately, I think Los Medicos will retain because Doc Zoc will find a way to get involved. And Los Medicos, they never travel without our wonderful favorite Nurse Novocaine. So all in all, something you really want to keep an eye on in this match because it ultimately turns out to be a handicap match. Usually turns out to be 4-on-2, 3-on-2, sometimes 5-on-2. Los Medicos always has a trick up their sleeve, and ever since they've grasped that gold, they've had a firm control over that entire tag team division at Demand Lucha. So unfortunately, Fresh Air, I love you guys. I love the excitement and the energy you bring, but Los Medicos will retain on this one. How about this one? Kevin Blackwood going up against the Infinite Man, TIM. I don't know much about TIM, but I know Kevin Blackwood. I know the skill set that Blackwood brings to the ring, and I know that Blackwood, his striking ability is second to none to anyone that's out there. He also has a very underestimated power game, and his speed is one you do not want to trifle with. The Infinite Man, though, he looks like he's no slouch. Again, I don't know too much about him, but I'm sure he's got the prowess to go one-on-one with Kevin Blackwood. This one's hard for me, and since I don't know much about the Infinite Man, I'm going to have to give it to the Infinite Man. I don't know enough about him to really guesstimate a decision, but I know about Blackwood, and I think that the Infinite Man may surprise some people in this one. So I know this match is going to be exciting, just like every other match on the card. Cut. just like every other match in the card, it is one you don't want to miss. And like I said, Plancha Tendencies always delivers. It's one of my favorite events that Demand Lucha puts on. It kicks off the Demand Lucha season, and I absolutely can't wait for this one. But I'm going to give it to the Infinite Man. Not saying that Kevin Blackwood can't pull out the W. I just don't know enough about the Infinite Man to call it, so I'm going to call the one I don't know. And if Kevin Blackwood makes me eat my words, hey, I'm okay with that. Next match on the card, how about this one? The master of the luchadors, Seraphis, going one-on-one with the bad boy of pro wrestling, Joey Janela. Janela is unhinged. Janela is completely unpredictable. Janela will use his body as a weapon, but so will Seraphis. We've seen Seraphis before. He is a staple at Demand Lucha. He hasn't been around since the last time I think I saw him. He went one-on-one with Carter Mason, and that was an incredible match. But Seraphis, he's got something that Joey Janela doesn't have. Size. Janela is a great wrestler. He's got great talent, great ability, but Seraphis definitely has the power in the size game in this one, and he's going to make Janela work for it. But I think the bad boy is going to have some trick up his sleeve, so for that reason, I'm calling this one a Joey Janela win, and I hope so. But all I know is that Joey Janela will ultimately end up putting himself and Seraphis in harm's way when he does some crazy shit in that ring, and I would expect nothing less from Joey Janela. The main event of the evening, the Lucha Premier Champion, Jack Cartwheel, puts his title on the line against former champion, Gringo, Loco, and recently on the rise back in the indie scene, free agent, former WWE superstar, Mustafa Ali. Ali was never really able to show what he can do in WWE. He had some impressive matches for sure, but never really able to show exactly what he could do because, as we know, their moves and their sets are restricted in WWE. Gringo Loco, we know what he can do. He's been around the block before. He knows how to win in big matches. And Jack Cartwheel, for his first title defense, this one is a doozy. I love Cartwheel. I love his energy. I love what he brings. Loco wants that championship back. Mustafa Ali is that X factor that we don't know because, I mean, he wants it, but also, too, Cartwheel and Loco, they can study all the tape they want, but Mustafa, he's going to bring something different to the table every time. His ring IQ and his ring prowess is second to none. Honestly and truly, I am so excited to see Mustafa Ali and what he can do in this indie tour that he's on right now. And he's just killing it, lighting it up with bookings. He is booked everywhere, and it's going to be a showstopper. It's going to be absolutely electric. But I will give it up to the current reigning defending champion. I think Jack Cartwheel is going to hang on to his Lucha Premier Championship in this one. Not to say that Loco and Mustafa aren't going to leave him with some battle scars. These three men are going to go into this match one way and come out completely different. This will be a match for the ages. This will be the match that sells the remaining seats. This will be a match that you do not want to miss. And honestly and truly, why would you? These guys are electric. They are fantastic. They are talented, and they are show-stopping in that squared circle. Honestly and truly, every match on this card that I've listed is one you don't want to miss, and every match on this card is one you can't miss. And if you can't get down live in the venue, don't worry. It's always recorded live. And it always is the highlight of any winter. You got the winter blues. You got the cold fever kind of setting in. Well, Parkdale Hall is nothing but hot. And it is going to get harder. Get hotter, with the environment that these cats are going to bring. Demand Lucha kicking off 2024 right with Plancha Tendencies. Tickets still on sale. Link in the description below. As always, I'm your host, your boy, George Macrae. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you there Thursday, January 18th, Parkdale Hall, Demand Lucha, Plancha Tendencies. As always, peace, love, and wrestling. See you on the next prediction show.
Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn on that notification bell so you get notified each time we post a video. Alternatively, you can check us out on all podcast platforms and hosted on Podbean. We are also available on the SNME network. That's the Sunday Night Main Event Patreon. Please feel free to check us out there as well. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at _Straight Talk on Twitter, at Straight Talk Wrestling on Instagram, Straight Talk Wrestling on Facebook, Straight Talk Wrestling on TikTok, and of course, you can check out all our merch at ProWrestlingTees.com.
I don't need a nigga cosign. Without the liquor, you become a victim. You ain't never got a pole mine. I ain't messing with this generation. Fuck your gen, I ain't got